welcome back for more math mini lessons. My name is Sarah Fuentes and I was a math teacher and now an instructional specialist in New York. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna do this in 3 easy steps and here they are. First, we're gonna change that subtraction operation into an addition operation. So where you see subtraction, we're just gonna put a plus sign. Next, we're gonna take that second number in the problem and we're gonna find its opposite. So if it's a positive number, we're turning it negative. If it's a negative number, we're turning it positive. So like in this example here, I have a negative 23, I'm gonna turn it to a positive 23. In the second one, I have a 7, so I'm gonna turn it to a negative 7. And then our last step, we're just going to use what we already know about addition with integers to add those two numbers together. Okay, let's try this out. I'm gonna have my 13, I'm gonna write it right down, and I'm gonna change that to addition, and then I'm just gonna add 23. It's the opposite of negative 23, and I can add those two numbers to get 36 because 13 plus 23 is 36. Next, I have a negative 32. I'm gonna change that to addition, and my 7 is gonna turn to a negative 7. I'm gonna add two negatives together to get negative 39. Okay, so let's see what this really looks like. Now I'm gonna try with 4 minus negative 2. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try adding some zeros. So some things you have to know is if I have a positive and a negative and I put them together, I'm gonna have a net of 0. So for example, if I have one dog treat and my little puppy here just takes it from me, then I have a 0 sum. I don't have any left. So if I add one and I take one away, I pretty much end up with 0. So think about that Wikipedia example where I'm adding and I somehow end up with more of the opposite. Let's look at it here. Okay, so think about I have 4 reds. I want to take away 2 blues, but I don't have any blues here. So what I can do is I'm going to start adding zeros. So I'm going to add, make my circle right. Here's a negative 1, but that means I also have to add a positive 1 to keep it 0. So I still have 4. And I'm going to do it one more time. And there you go. Now I have enough. I've added 0, 2 sets of 0 pairs. Now I have enough that I can take away 2 of the blue ones because I have 2 blue ones. And I'm left now with 6 reds, or a 6. So you can see I have 4, and now instead of subtracting, I'm adding the opposite of negative 2 to positive 2 to end up with 6. Still kind of tricky, isn't it, when you think about it? It was much easier when you just had the algorithm and the steps. So we'll try it just one more time to make sure we really understand it. So I'm going to have 8. And I need to take away 3 blues, but I don't have any blues. So I'm going to add my 0 pairs. So that's 2 zeros and 3 zeros. So now I have 8 plus, and I can take away my 3, and I'm left with 3 positives. So it turns into 8 plus 3, and that gives me 11 instead of 8 minus negative 3. And we'll try it one more time. In this case, I'm going to have a negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's say in this case, I do have enough pieces I can take away. I could take away 4 blues, but let's say you're still not too sure what to do in this case. I could, again, just add my 0 pairs. 2. Here's 2 0 pairs. Here's 3 0 pairs. And here's 4 0 pairs. So now I still have negative 5 plus, and I could take away my 4 blues, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm adding a positive 4. And we know that when we have positives and negatives and we put them together, they actually cancel each other out. So if I owe 5 and I get 5, I'm going to be left with a negative 1. Okay, And so that's it for today, our really short lesson on Additive Inverse. Now you know the steps to do it and actually why it works. As always, if you have any questions, you can email me at sarah@mathminilessons, or you can follow us on our Facebook page. Maybe little Naya will come join us sometimes on some of our questions. She's being really cute and feisty today. As always, we'll have more videos during the week. Have a great time and take care. Bye. Say bye, Naya. Bye, Naya.